thing that I've done for the month of February, where I was creating a brand new song every day for the entire month. Today is my opportunity to go back through and re-perform each one of those songs until I get it right, and just to give you all that recap. And so this is just a really great opportunity for me to entrain the brain, right? Like get those lyrics baked in, you know. And so that's gonna be a really fun opportunity for me this go around. And okay, cool. Just making sure I'm all checked in across streams. Yeah, we seem good to go. Now if I end up back in a situation where all of my chats aren't rolling through, please forgive me, and I will definitely be checking in every now and then, probably after every song or so. But yeah, the goal is to kind of get through it, and I might, do a few takes, going through the project more than once. So we'll see how I feel. But the goal is to just absolutely get through it at least one time. But that should be easy. That should be the easy part for sure. We break things. Oops, sorry. Had the live stream feeding in from X. Let me double check my audio routing. Cool. And so we sip our tea. Let me take a seat. Just because. Why not, Why not? And then, yeah, we will get right to it. Honestly, there's a part of me that was tempted to just try to get through it without checking the lyrics, but I will likely have to check the lyrics on some of them. They are still so fresh in my mind, And so, definitely want to make sure I have those at the ready, just in case. Cool. Hey, and actually, let me switch scenes here. There we go. What up? Peace and blessings. How's it going? We're about to be performing all of the records from February Forever Flows 2025, which is a series that I just recently completed, where I created a brand new song every single day for the month of February. And yeah, now I'm going to be recapping that experience and going through each one of the songs and performing those. And so that'll be a fun time. But if you actually want to go back and check out the original performance recordings at any point after this live stream, I do have a playlist already set up on my YouTube called FF'25. And it should be pretty early. As soon as you go to my channel, it's like, if not the first item, it's the second item on my homepage of my YouTube channel. So, without further ado, we're just going to start running through the project, honestly. And let's see what we got. Up first, we have day one. I was going to flip through my calendar like I was doing, same. Hey, what up, Chloe? Peace and blessings. We're just about to get started. Whitney, what up? Peace and blessings. I've done a flip before, but I'm not about to do a flip right now on camera in my office. But yeah, we are about to run through February Flows, FF'25, Forever Flows. And yeah, let's just see how I get through it, right? So this is going to be day one's, and that one was called Well Severed. Now let me make sure the audio is feeding through well for you all. Let me know if y'all hear that. Can y'all? All right, let me know. Let me know if y'all hear the audio. And if you do, then I'll get started. Yeah. Awesome. Through here, I'm not sure why you can't hear the audio. If Chloe says y'all can hear it, y'all are on the same platform. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about that one. All right, we gonna run it. Yeah. Wild and free. Forever flowing the first. Let's go. Yeah. Well severed, put together. Picking up the pieces from wherever. Living out of pocket, all my dreams on a rocket. On the other side, my innie trying to figure out life. I need that OTC to reconvene with me. Flip a switch and I might just have to slang these beats. But these lyrics be the life of me, the riddle to the source. And I knew it all before, yet existence is persistence. Ain't trying to keep my distance, but still I need my distance. Back, give me 28 feet lately. I've been finding all my realness in the stillness. Healings in the dealings and the sortings of the feelings. Breath of life, I just need this one mic. Air inside my lungs, a sharpened tongue and a windpipe. Taking what is mine with audacity. Feel free to get so mad at me if that's what it has to be. Live out your tragedy. Post-traumatic growth is all I've known. Bold and italicized, the growth for denser bones. Grateful for the mud of the mind, worldly storms. A bed of nourishment for the soul it has formed. All right, let's go. That was day one. That was day one. That instrumental was a little bit shorter than I expected it to be. Let me run it back from the top. It was probably because of my intro with y'all. But all right, I'm gonna give that one to y'all again. Let's go. Well severed, put together. Picking up the pieces from wherever. Living out of pocket, all my dreams on a rocket. On the other side, my innie trying to figure out life. I need that OTC to reconvene with me. Flip a switch and I might just have to slang these beats. But these lyrics be the life of me, the riddle to the source. And I knew it all before, yet existence is persistent. Ain't trying to keep my distance, but still I need my distance. Back, give me 28 feet lately. I've been finding all my realness in the stillness. Healings in the dealings and the sortings of the feelings. Breath of life, I just need this one mic. Air inside my lungs, a sharpened tongue and a windpipe. Taking what is mine with audacity. Feel free to get so mad at me if that's what it has to be. Live out your tragedy. Post-traumatic growth is all I've known. Bold and italicized, the growth for denser bones. Grateful for the mud of the mind, worldly storms. A bed of nourishment for the soul it has formed. Seething and scorned will get you nowhere. Best make with that water and that dirt a better garden. Looking for the truth beneath these roots. Steady digging where they going to while reaching for clear skies. A balanced life. Expansion is the mansion I reside, and even that can't tame me. Framing whatever they can picture, and it can't be. Yeah, wild and free. Bless up, y'all. That was day one. That was day one on the mix. I gotta go back in and chop that instrumental a little bit longer or extend it. So. But day one down, let's go ahead and flip that camera. Or not the camera, but the calendar. Boom. Now we're moving on to day two. Yeah. Wild and free. Forever flowing second. Wolfie. Castro. AG Dynasty on the beat. Well, actually. There it goes. Well. Last place you really wanna be is your own hell. Looking in the mirror, wondering why it ain't go well. Tighten up, your luck is dependent on you. You fight till there's nothing in you. You find what is current in view and move towards it, go forward. Don't look back, don't ignore it. Take that L of a lesson, summarize after questioning why, just to learn from it. Take a minute or a moment if you want it, though the touring of life just won't stop. Breathe deep, exhale, box. Never mind all the thoughts, noise of the mind. Time it'll cost, quiet is consciousness. Awareness to reassess what is actually yours. Sift and sort to find the source you realize more than ever before. And drop baggage you're holding on to that ain't never belonged to you. Be gone with all that, we grown in all facts. And the pressure don't stop us. I said the pressure don't stop us. No wonder why we still rocking. No wonder why we still mobbing. No wonder why we still grinding, cause the pressure don't stop us. I said the pressure don't stop us. I said the pressure don't stop us. Yeah. AG Dynasty, Wildenfree, and Wolf and Castro. Yeah. And that was day 2. Day 2 down. Yeah. That was a solid one, I ain't gonna lie. AG delivered on that. That one had to grow on me a little bit as far as like playing them back. Oh man. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. All right, how y'all feeling? Let me check in on y'all real quick just to make sure I'm not missing no messages. Okay, cool. Everybody good? Word. All right, so we gonna go on to the next track. Let me make sure I click on that one. Okay. All right, here we go. On to the next one. Don't mind. Wildenfree, forever flowing. The third. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after, back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. This life could wring us all dry. Yeah. Yet it's never that from what you provide. Well, how you bring me to life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the summers. Outside when you outlie all the rest. I should clean, carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you. Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I'll refine for the woman that'll really make me. Yeah, back it up. All right. I feel like I definitely got to up the volume on that. Marcus, what up? Peace and blessings. We just doing a recap of February flows, going back through Forever Flows, FF'25. We have made it to the third track, day 3's track. Yeah, little vibe. And then so now we about to move on. Now we move into day 4. What's happening here? Okay. Now we move on to day 4. I really enjoyed day 4. Day 4 was fun. Ooh, yeah. It's cold. I love it. All right. Actually, hold on one second. Let me shift this real quick. Apply it all. There we go. Yeah, back with some more questions. Marcus, you got some questions for me? Definitely throw them at me. Let's see. In between songs, I might answer your questions. I'm about to perform day 4. And then when I pop back over to the chat thread, I'll see what your questions are. All right, let's go. All right, day 4. Let's flip the calendar. Yeah. Wildenfree, ever flowing. 4. Let's go. Pile the paper up, this never could have been what I imagined. I'm dodging 9 to 5s like it added up to 12. Living hell, I belong out in the field. Frolicking, not firing on anybody. But my double caught a body with the fisticuffs. I integrate my shadows, never giving up. Each one of my locks another shadowed individual. Tailor-made, I never been the same. So you can keep the change, I always change. Copped another cloak to dress the part. I'm walking hard, coattail caught a fire. fire from the blaze of my ignited heart. Never need credentials for my life to know that I'm in charge. Better believe it, I'm the cleanest, dropping gems of clarity. I'm diamond cut, no jewelry, a deuce of clubs. I get off when in the club. If you catch me there, keep it player. Consult of the Kages, how it feel negotiating deals and getting to the business. It's rare for you to witness. You might need a couple rings around your lenses. Hey, okay, Raven with the zoom in, that's so like you. Volley up the pan like I'm serving up the haiku. Body up to scan like they couldn't even read me. I've been off the charts, never needed those, but they still couldn't even keep with the flow. Peel back the layers of the secrets told, yet you never heard one like this before. Little deja vu for the pick and roll, for the double time, another shadow clone. Yeah, that one was pretty crazy. Oh man, appreciate that, Marcus. Yeah, all right, so that was day 4. All right, Marcus chimed in with the question, what's something you're proud of that you rarely get to talk about? My music. I mean, I feel like I've created this opportunity to be on these live streams and to talk about it here. Um, but before this experience, I was not talking about my music enough. I was not sharing my music and my artistry enough. And I was kind of putting it on the back burner, not necessarily really taking pride in it, right? Like truly being proud of my music in other spaces, and on the day to day more than anything. And I am very proud of my music. I'm very happy with where I've gotten to with my creative process. Now, of course, there's so much that the sky is the limit. There is so much further from here, right? Like, and I'm excited to really treat my music and my artistry and my craft with more care and diligence and intention and discipline. And so, yeah, this FF'25 was absolutely one of those opportunities for me to start sharpening that and molding that to form. And so now, as we move into March and across the rest of 2025, right, that creative discipline and really the discipline around my music in general might take on a different form than just creating a brand new song every single day, but it will absolutely return to, focusing in on, okay, well, organizing the music and the metadata, sharing it across more social channels, getting in the studio and getting songs officially recorded, and mixed and mastered, releasing more music on major streaming services. So that's definitely a part of the vision, and a lot more planning and cultivation of the vision as well, like really putting myself in the creative director seat of how I approach and consider my music and my artistry and the whole vision behind it, right? Like for those who have joined my Discord, you all will see that it's called a Wildenfree world, right? And so thinking about that world, right? Like that setting and the scenery of who I am as an artist and really building out that universe of Mr. Wild and Free and everything that I'm doing. I think that I'm really excited about that this year. And, even if it's packed with subtleties and touching grass and, the simple things that we often take for granted, I think that it's a really great opportunity to just really dial in with clarity about my creative vision and where I believe where I am shaping this all to be going, right? I did a pretty decent amount of planning for February, but it wasn't necessarily like a lot of the planning I did for February flows was due to the live streaming aspect. That took a lot. I started researching at least 3 weeks in advance. I started software and trying to implement about 2 weeks in advance. My tea is getting cold. um, and it took me, yeah, like I mean, even as you all witnessed, I just kind of threw myself into the fire. Even like by the time it started, I was like, okay, well, whatever I have prepared by the first is what I have prepared by the first, and then from there I'll continue to evolve it, right? And so it was absolutely one of those things where I'm grateful for all of the work that I did beforehand. Yet there were certain things that just challenges I would have never known I was going to run into until I was in the moment, right? Until I was actually live. And so, yeah, I did do a decent amount of planning in advance, but nothing around the music itself. Like, there was one live stream where I was like testing it prior to the start of February where I I literally was like drawing a chart and thinking about how I could thematically unify all of the music that I was to be creating in February, right? And so I thought about giving myself that storyboard or that very cohesive thread line throughout the entire FF'25 project, but I didn't want to confuse the purpose of that exercise, right? Like I really wanted to give myself again the opportunity to explore creativity in a very open, unbiased, unfiltered, and just very present way, right? Like just what do I feel creatively inspiring me today? Let's create that, and let that be separate and different than whatever manifests tomorrow, and that perfectly be okay as well, right? And so I think that another opportunity will be great for me to exercise and explore more of like sewing that thread line through a story arc or uh you know throughout a whole body of work, right? Like I do have other projects where I'll explore that a little bit more, but I definitely wanted to give myself that creative liberty over the month of February. So no planning around the music itself, but yeah, lots of planning around the live streaming and everything else. All right, so that was day 4. That was day 4. Let's get it. Let's go on over to day 5. Honestly, and yes, I agree with you, Chloe. Uh, Day 4 was definitely one of my favorites too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Day 4 was definitely one of my favorites. All right, now let's pop open to day 5. Yeah, yeah, wild and free, forever flowing the fifth. Wolf and Castro. Damn shit, I ain't know you wanted that. Put it on wax, we can run it back. Turn the 808s and the bass and the running laps. You don't know the wolf and the castle player run the facts. Kick it with the 500 tactical. Masterful how I lace up the track when AG make it cinematic. Start it up, get the bending corners. Highway patrol, they ain't never on us. We can hit the swerve in the lane, steady dipping on them. One hand gripping on the wheel, getting tires peeled. You should feel that. Roll the windows down, turn up to some wild and free. Tell them pretty ladies they should get like me. Wow, make it feel well. You ain't know we had it like this. About time you should tell. Clean as a whistle, I always look official. Let them know they ain't heard none of this here before. Yeah. That was crazy. That was the one when AG and I cooked it up, and that was fun. That was a fun creative process. Ooh wee! They turned on the heat in Atlanta today. I don't know what happened. It's hot outside. Making it hot inside. Not what I'd expect for March 1st. All right. So what's a lyric that I've written that you feel people misunderstood or didn't fully appreciate? Well, Marcus, I feel like I've had a lot of those just because, there needs to be more eyes and ears on my lyrics, just before I can even say like people had an opportunity to misunderstand them. Brown's boy, what up? Peace and blessings. Good to see you. So yeah, like there's that aspect of like, more eyes and ears, right, on the lyrics would give that opportunity for people to really appreciate it. But what I will say is that I had a friend who reached out to me, like, and they were like, bro, like, I was listening to your album and like you were talking about like blockchain and like putting things like, bro, like you were talking about this years ago and like I'm just now getting it. Like, and so things like that really uh Like I appreciate things like that. Another bar from this month or this past month from FF'25 that I feel fits that criteria. I believe it was on day 17 on the track I called Exorcism. And the title of the track really tried to make it apparent, right? Like uh an overt look at the metaphor that I utilized later in the song. But basically, I say a line where I say, um, "You worried about your gains when there's so much to exercise." I thought that was pretty prominent, right? Like I felt like that bar deserved a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one. But I mean, I feel like there are a ton of gems in my music. There was one from a song I did a while back. I'm trying to think about it where I was just like, I gotta go back and find it because now I'm like running through all of the lyrics from FF'25 and all of the stuff before. I've written so much over this last month that I'd really have to go back in and look for it. Yo, Sanjit, what up? That note on presence feels powerful. Such a great way to increase your baseline creation too. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Definitely. Thank you, Chloe. Brown's boy said Wildenfree running game like OJ, passing CBs, Metcalf, DK. She started thinking freaky because he sound like Andre 3K. That's hilarious. Oh man, Brown's boy. That's funny. I ain't gonna lie. Ran into Andre 3000 one time. I can't remember. I was at some venue or whatever, but like I just left him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're famous and just being low key, I just kind of like gave him one of those. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He did like that, and that was it. But yeah, Andre Three Stacks is that's one of my inspirations for sure. For sure. All right, that was day 6. No, that was day 5, right? So now we are on to day 6. Let's run day 6, y'all. Wild and free. Forever flowing the 6th. Nope. There it is. You're listening for resonance. Resilience at the cutting edge, a hope for what the future says. A path for which to walk, a ledge you wish to avoid, a purpose for you to fill the void. Beautiful music to drown out the noise, a tap of the tempo to ease your boiling temper, a rub of the temple. Deep sighs in those that ease tension, that quell all your questions. Well, I may have good news for you. If this tune makes your wilting flower bloom, you already hold the keys to make room. In mind, body, and spirit, I know your soul, he could feel it. That you could make a way, turn nothing into something, turn darkness into rose gold. You broke the mold, you overcame all the trials of before. You're well equipped for what's on down the road. Now don't falter, go your own pace, run your own race, eat more water, steer your own lane. Give yourself grace, send up all praise, think less often. Now give yourself a round of applause. You sure have endured it all, as you'll continue to do. Cause I believe in you, and you'll believe it too. When you quiet the mind, you'll start to see it true as you bloom. Yeah. And that was Resilience. I swore I hit that record button already. Oh, that's day 7. I don't want to jump right into it because I see another question here. Brown's boy said, "Do you know Inner City Chess Club started by Lupe Fiasco and ATL?" Yeah, actually, yeah. And I meant to go there one time, but I haven't been yet. Like oh wait, no, you're talking about, is it a oh, neat, what up? Peace and blessings. It's rap but jazzy. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, that last one, Resilience, definitely like little jazzy. But yeah, no, Brown's boy, I definitely feel like there was like a chess club that was brought up to me that I was supposed to go to, and I can't remember what happened the evening where I was gonna go, but then I just didn't. But I do like chess. You know, it's been a while since I played. I haven't sharpened the skills or anything like that. It's more like leisurely, like, oh yeah, I'll play. I'm not very competitive or anything with it, but every now and then I might try to pick it up. Fun fact, I made a 3D etched ceramic chess set back in college, and that was pretty cool. Thank you, Chloe. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, that one was like just pure high vibrational, like, and very much like a statement. It was very much clarity on what it is I rap for in a lot of ways, right? Like even those first couple of lines are pretty much verbatim what I had revised my effectively like my mission statement to being, right? Although it is like a little different. I keep tweaking it a little bit. Before it was um what was it? To express gratitude um while exploring the balance and duality. And then now, like that balance and duality part is always still a piece of that equation. But, I've enhanced that to say inspiring resilience at the cutting edge. And even beyond that, even before that, in between where it was balance and duality and inspiring resilience at the cutting edge, it was sharing lucid thoughts at the intersection of culture and the cutting edge. That was more of like my bio that I would put on like my social media profiles or something like that, um, which I felt was pretty apt to what I was doing. But then when I thought about the music and like what the intention of the music was, it was more so of like, no, like I want to inspire resilience at the intersection of culture and the cutting edge. And so, yeah, that's what this song was really about, resilience. Title of the track. I like Free Soul from Philly. Oh yeah, Free Soul. He's actually coming to Atlanta next week, March 8th, and my boy Christian Ahmed is opening up for him. So definitely very cool. I want to make sure I pop up to that show if all things go well. I actually met Free Soul a couple of years back. Good dude for sure. Um, yeah, him and his partner Lava, they're amazing. Really great music, high vibrational, and they just kind of they keep things rocking. So I'm loving seeing that they're still on that journey, uh, performing, traveling, right, and I'm inspired by it. One day, I'll likely be in a similar space where I'm traveling and sharing my music. But until then, we're just building up. We're building up that momentum. We're building up the demand for it, right? Because hey, in order to perform in different locations, I gotta have the people there ready and willing, to show up for Wildenfree. So that's all it is. But yeah, that's definitely cool. Free Soul is dope. All right, now we go to Set It Off. That was day 7. Let me flip the little calendar. So we went from 6, now we're at 7. All right, let's hit it. Yeah. Wildenfree. Forever flowing the 7th. Let's go. Well, set it off. I ain't got nothing but to bet it all. Speak my mind, I done said it all. And still got more coming. I ain't got no frontin' in me, y'all. None left. I done went east, I done went west. I done sought peace, let it play ref. Yet the chaos of the Euro step. Back to back, I'm back in it. Gravity just ends up winning. How's it so much fun sinning? Lord be more than my witness. God the flow to repent it. So let it be all for my benefit. Set it right, or set it off. I ain't got nothing but to bet it all. Well, still made time for the main call. On the other line is the game. Talking would all be the same allure. If it ain't broke, why would you all speak the same demure? Broken pieces this record to provide in this effort. We ain't doing one side. I'ma bounce out for the one time. Steady bounce, no frontin'. I ain't letting up, no frills. Why you getting hot? Let it go chill. I'ma keep it real with you. I ain't sign up just to deal with you. Beautiful life, let me build with you. Fire this work, spark the flame of birth. Carry my sight till I lay in hearse and set it off. Yeah. that one was cool. That one was cool. Solid track right there. Set it off. Set it off. Yeah, that was just a little bop. Just a little bop, that's all. All right. I don't know what it is. It's like the heat or the tea or whatever it was, but like the salvatory glands are working extra hard today while I'm trying to rap. All right. Why? Human design. Let's go. Forever flowing the eighth. Where? Why? Imagine if you could pick your human, you could. Let's run that back. Why? All right, cool. Let's get that right. Wild and free, forever flowing the eighth. Let's go. Why? Well, imagine if you could pick your human, your style, color eyes and your ribs, the width of your eyes and the color of your skin. Would you still be who you are deep within? Would the world commence in the wars that divide if you could pick the language of life? If you select the love for all time? Would we finally put aside the belittling lies? Would we actually know the traits that save humankind? Would the repercussions be so little it's worthwhile? Tell me that the choice ain't possible, why try? Should we make the option for the parents next round? Imagine if they could pick your human design, color eyes and your ribs, the build of your hide plus the genetic resists, pigment of your skin, less melanin to try and optimize your beauty for the current trends. All the socialites would love you, it's true. You can't even catch a cold, you can't comprehend the flu. Your parents set you up with the best that they knew. Yet it's different from your peers, rocking extra set of ears. Some ended up with horns, others just couldn't afford. Still classing them as poor cause they do their own chores. Some scraped enough to buy a second set of arms for their child cause hard work and labor's all they know. Now their children customized to do it better for show. They try and put their limbs up for show. Get hired by the ones whose skin is of gold. Just for entertainment, the Janus and Jarvis could solve all their problems and harvest the crops. So the humans that are doing it too are just biding their time till their usefulness through. Yeah. To be continued. Yeah, that one was called Human Design. That one was crazy. That one was crazy. Chloe, thank you. I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely wanting the music to speak for itself and to, really embolden the message, the mission, all of that, and to a certain degree, I would love to find a bit of freedom within that. Like, not to say that I don't have it, but like it's the continued exploration and expansion of freedom. And for those that do or don't know, right, my name, Wildenfree, it's a play on words, right? It really does represent the balance and duality. And not everybody hears wild and free and think juxtaposition. They don't think yin and yang. They don't think difference. They think it's one and the same thing, like a wild and free individual. Well, from my perspective, right, the wild represents the chaos and the free represents the order. And the reason for that is in order for things to flow freely, it has to have boundaries. It has to have an established path, right? When things flow freely, right, there's structure, there's discipline that guides that flow, right, that direction. And so for me, right, evolving in freedom means being ever more intentional about my boundaries, my direction, my discipline, so that I can evolve and expand into a freer version of myself, defined by my own prescribed limitations, right? Like, limits are not always a bad thing. Limits are the boundaries and the guardrails that allow us to flow directly in the direction that we choose. David, what up? Peace and blessings. 40,000 years of evolution, and we barely even tapped the vastness of human potential. Yeah, you got that right. That's for damn sure. Honestly, it's it's one of those things where it's tough. I think that a lot of the things that we do right now, it's work to get there. I think that really tapping into the vastness of human potential, um, it, it would be counterintuitive to what people expect, right? Because I think that Sanjit, what up? So FF'25 has actually concluded. So now we are starting with the recap. We just hit 8 and we are about to hit 9. So, yeah. But we can call this day 30 the closure, the recap experience. But yeah, just speaking to what David brought up a moment ago, there's that aspect of selflessness that is required for humanity to reach its truest potential, right? And I think that selfish selflessness in a time of individuality is not to say that it's for a moot point, right? But it's not going to contribute towards the escape velocity that we as humanity needs in order to truly, break beyond the potential of humanity, right? And I hope that makes sense. Basically, what I'm saying is like, it's not far fetched to believe that humanity would have to reach damn near hive mind collected consciousness before we really start to tap into the human potential. And that kind of hive mind mentality and the ability and willingness to guide our efforts and energy towards some unified vision or goal that is bigger than just ourselves, that takes a dissolving of the ego, that takes a dissolving of the individuality, that takes a dissolving of, you know, sometimes creative expression, right? But that's sometimes what it takes, just to kind of get to that level. Chloe said, I feel like everything you just shared is a song in itself. Oh, thank you. I might have to go back and reflect on that, in the review and see if I can turn that into a song or uh, Green Goblin's quote. Yeah, probably. I got to go back and check out the quote you're referring to. But, sometimes the antagonists in stories are right. you know. They're a little too frustrated and they do bad things in order to get their point across, but they be having points. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, now we're going on to day 9. This is the one Zay because on the beat. I probably gotta turn this one down because that bass is gonna hit like crazy. Day 9, visas. Well, take me far away. I need a couple visas, might go ahead and start today. Renew the passport, time moving too fast for me to not appreciate. Couple destinations, pick a date. I'm gonna catch this flight and get away. Maybe relocate, spend a couple months, a couple years on an eastern shore. Peace and lore is all that's at my core. Knew it all before, an island sort. Or maybe at mountainside, then out all night. And in the daytime, I'm still outside, cause we been outside. Yeah, I'm ducked off, but I don't hide, just out of sight, never out of mind, just keeping peace of mind, seeking he shall find what's usually right on time. Yeah. Now, depending on what device y'all are listening to this on, that bass is probably kicking. That thing is probably kicking right now. But yeah. What up, James? Peace and blessings. Oh, you agree? I appreciate that, David. Yeah, no, it's just one of those things. We'll get there eventually, like it may or may not be something that we witness in this vessel, right? But one day we'll get there. I have faith in that. You know, the arc of humanity is broad and vast, and we are just a tiny little sliver of that experience, or experiencing a tiny sliver of that. So yeah, good stuff. Visas locked in. That felt good. Now let's pop open the next one. Course correct. Day 10. Let's flip our little calendar again. So we're going from 9 to 10. James, all is well. If I did not say that, I appreciate you for being here. Thanks for tuning in. We're just here having a good time. That's all. We're just here having a good time doing our recap. All right, let's hit it. Now I gotta turn it back up. Wildenfree, forever flowing the 10th. Let's go. Yeah. Knowing that you can, but you forever don't. Saying that you will, you never won't. You can pick the pieces of your broken promises off the floor, one piece at a time. One small step relieves your mind. Yeah, doesn't have to happen in a day. You can build your own, you can fix your fate. Don't be so obsessive, partner, stop and fix a plate. Wash your face and don't forget to pray about it. Meditate, ease your mind, find your way about it. You can win your wars even if they're chronic. Life's still moving fast, getting photonic. Stillness in a moment to breathe, take a moment to be. Take a moment to see it all so clearly. You could just mold it to be everything you needed. That's enough to dismantle what is tough. Get on with your life. Don't subjugate yourself a critic. Be your own coach. Don't be a cynic. That existentialism will murder your craft, suffocate your creativity. In a warm bath, you gotta exercise optimism. Put in reps, get to work another set. Just gotta show up, don't worry about best. Experience it all, don't make it a test. Yeah. Course correct. The beat is mad low on that one. I definitely got to go back and bounce that one out again. Boost the volume on it. Let's see if I can do that now while I'm talking to y'all. James says, might sound crazy, but I believe your soul is life energy, empowers all life, trees, animals, the works, etc. I believe you go back to the source of that energy when you die. It's why I don't really believe in endings, only beginnings. I mean, science tells us that, right? Matter can neither be created nor destroyed. Energy can neither be created or destroyed. It's just transmuted in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And so I think that science is oftentimes trying to what I would say, debug the code of life, right? And spirituality, more so of just like they don't understand the code that it was written in, and so they're deciphering it along the way, thinking that they're trying to like prove it wrong. But it's almost like with every scientific discovery, they end up paralleling a spiritual lesson that has already been articulated in some way, shape, form, or fashion, which I always find fascinating. All right, I was going to my iPad so that I could bounce out. What day was this? That was 10. Day 10. Let's get another bounce of that. Course correct. Boost the volume on that joint. I've said for years that science is just trying to prove God. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll just put a mastering on it. Boom. Use the mastering assistant for a quick and easy export. All right, let's hear how that sounds now. Let me see. lot lower. Let's see, get that up. Yeah, let's see. Show details. Okay, cool. That's a little bit better. All right, I'm gonna export that one, and then we're gonna re-upload it and then perform it again. That way, y'all get the nice little boost in the instrumental. Because that was actually one of my favorite ones. I mean, I guess I have a lot of favorites from this whole experience, from February Flows, Forever Flows 2025. And that just so happens to be one of them. Day 16 for sure. Day 4 for sure. Day 22. There were so many good ones in my opinion. But I mean, I made them, so I guess that was the whole point, was for me to make music that I really like, you know? Course correct. Sample. Here we go, boom. All right, now we'll drop that into Untitled. Whoops. Nope. Yep, this one. Let's say replace audio. Add a new version. File. Day 10. Stems. This one right here. Yeah, it sounds much louder. That should be better. All right, we'll see how that one feels. We will see how that one feels, you all. That looks like it's a lot louder, or at least on the leveling meters. I'll run with it like it is, and then y'all let me know if it actually sounds louder or not. Forever Flowing the 10th. Let's go. Knowing that you can, but you forever don't. Saying that you will, you never won't. You can pick the pieces of your broken promises off the floor, one piece at a time. One small step relieves your mind. Yeah. Doesn't have to happen in a day. You can build your own, you can fix your fate. Don't be so obsessive, partner, stop and fix a plate. Wash your face and don't forget to pray about it. Meditate, ease your mind, find your way about it. You can win your wars even if they're chronic. Life's still moving fast, getting photonic. Stillness in a moment to breathe, take a moment to be, take a moment to see it all so clearly. You could just mold it to be everything you needed, that's enough to dismantle what is tough. Get on with your life, don't subjugate yourself a critic. Be your own coach, don't be a cynic. That existentialism will murder your craft, suffocate your creativity. In a warm bath, you gotta exercise optimism. Put in reps, get to work another set. You just gotta show up, don't worry about best. Experience it all, don't make it a test. Yeah. Course correct. Yeah. Well, alright. Yeah. Peace and blessings, Misty. We're rocking out for this live stream. Recapping February Flows, Forever Flows 25. FF'25. We're going from day 10 to day 11. The track of the day. Yeah, I think that was a little bit better. So we got the little boost on the volume that I think we needed. Hold on one second before I run this. This one was Grace. This was day 11. And I also like this one a lot. All right. This one also sounds like it needs a little bit of a volume boost too, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, if the theme is grace, fill the color of the lens till it's almost opaque. Opaque. That's my. This one's gonna be tough. This one felt easy at the time, I guess, from like all the excitement and stuff. But like thinking about it in relation to some of the other songs, like this one definitely took some time to like get right on the lyrics. All right, let me put a little mastering on it. And bounce that again. That track is called Grace. Love that. We love that for us, right? We love a little bit of grace. We need to give ourselves more of that. Whole purpose of the song, right? Give yourself more grace. Day 11 stems, and we'll save that out there. Apparently I made 2 beats on day 11. Or maybe I just bounced it twice. Let me see. We'll replace the audio. Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, let's boom, let's go to 11. There we go. How did it change that one? Oh yeah, that was a big difference. Alright, save that. All right, let's see. Yeah, that sounds significantly more full. Wildenfree, forever flowing to the 11th. Well, if the theme is grace, fill the color of the lens till it's almost opaque, till everything that you see lets you feel it today. You see it all on my face, don't need no Cartier. I smile with gratitude, this life I live is magnitudes, just teeming with abundance, more joy, a lot of substance, it poised like adjustment, posture of the sun-kissed, blessed with all my senses, no question, it's a good day. That's what I would say, regardless how them dice get thrown, my equilibrium brings balance home. So even when the world wants to shake me, know that it won't break me. So what, let's say you do stumble, recall the theme again. Grace is what could heal, my friend. You gotta give it to yourself. You have to go, forgive yourself. You have to mend and accept help. Be so willing that you see. You gotta let go what's been dealt to pick up a new card. Appreciate the past, but the present's where you need to be. That's word up to Terminarch. Chatting in this live stream of conscious. Let go of that nonsense you do when you play honest externally. You still be lying to yourself. Have I mentioned grace could help? Place with. Yep, it's the salivating so extra heavy today. We gonna run that back. How's the volume on this one, y'all? Is it loud? Is it just right? Yeah. Well, if the theme is grace, fill the color of the lens till it's almost opaque, till everything that you see lets you feel it today. You see it all on my face, don't need no Cartier. I smile with gratitude, this life I live is magnitudes, just teeming with abundance, more joy, a lot of substance, it poised like adjustments, posture of the sun-kissed, blessed with all my senses, no question, it's a good day. That's what I would say, regardless how them dice get thrown, my equilibrium brings balance home. So even when the world wants to shake me, know that it won't break me. So what, let's say you do stumble, recall the theme again. Grace is what could heal, my friend. You gotta give it to yourself. You have to go, forgive yourself. You have to mend and accept help. Be so willing that you see. You gotta let go what's been dealt to pick up a new card. Appreciate the past, but the present's where you need to be. That's word up to Terminarch. Chatting in this live stream of conscious. Let go of that nonsense you do when you play honest externally. You still be lying to yourself. Have I mentioned grace could help? Play them cards you holding back and know you'll draw some better ones. Once you realize the only suits you need, the heart of you. Wild and free, and that's my truth. I've been spitting in this booth, these 4 walls of solitaire, not solitude, cause I contain multitudes. Yeah. Well, alright. Yeah. that was day 11. That one felt good. Apparently some messages are coming in and I'm not seeing them. Okay, here we go. Is the song done? Yo, what up, Wellnut? What up, Lillian? Appreciate you, Lillian. I appreciate that. Definitely. So, yeah, we're just doing a recap of the February Flows FF'25 experience. And so none of the songs are officially done yet, right? Like we literally just got done creating all of these songs across the course of February. But what I'm doing today is recapping all of those songs that I've created over this past month, right? And so today it's no new song, but I'm recapping 1 through 28, and we are now on the 11th track from day 11 of February, Forever Flows 2025. And yeah, so that was Grace, day 11. If you all would like to catch the original performance recordings, definitely check out my playlist on my YouTube channel, and it's just called FF'25. But yeah, we're just going through and recapping. That's all that's happening right now. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, hold on, I don't want to exit OBS. I'm not exactly sure why this ground control app is not showing me all of my chats again, so I will have to just kind of keep an eye out. But yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all for being here. And yeah, let's get on into the next one. Yeah, I'll just double check these chats every now and then. Okay, let's go back into the project. Grace. Next track was Plexiglass. Whoops. All right, now let's see if I can get through this one, and then I'll probably have to run to the restroom right after this. All right, here we go. Another one from AG Dynasty. Yeah. Forever Flowing the 12th. Wolf and Castle. Those eyes light up so quick, yet that same light fades too quickly. Hey Sean, we're off so swiftly, you've gone. Tell us, what have we done wrong? Not a thing, I'm just on another planet so far. I slipped our gravity, lost in swimming back to the actually, yet the distance so long that by the time I reach there may be nothing left of we. And that is such a tragedy, cause I really rock with y'all, heard? Though I fly off like a bird, I'm migratory, absurd, cause physically I'm still here, and mentally I'm dispersed. I try so hard to connect, yet love my space, no regrets. This atmosphere is so clear, though you're so far, I feel near. What a parable of paradoxes, filling up boxes, yearning to move. Respite of the dolo, the peppermint soothe, the steeper the herbal to bring on the peace. The deepest I breathe, the center the steam, provides a release and anchors a tether, keeping me as close as I can be. Outer opposite the plexi, steady extending the palm, hoping we still get along. Yeah. What up, what up? Yeah. AG Dynasty, Wildenfree, Wolf and Castle. Yeah. I appreciate that, Wellnut. Gavin, yeah, man. I'ma be live. Just, not creating a brand new song every single day of the month, Like, that was, it wasn't actually that intense. Like, it was easier than it was before, which is weird, to think. But I was just definitely in the flow state a lot this month. But sacrificed, a pretty decent amount. But I love the process, no regrets. On YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to be live on YouTube. All of the platforms that I have been live on, I'm going to still be live on. Maybe. I don't know. Yes, I will be live across all of those platforms, but I think there might be a little more contextual awareness to like when and how I might go live. Like for instance, I might start incorporating live streams that include streams to my Wildenfree Tech page, right? If I'm diving in deep on tech related topics or whatever. But as long as my computer can handle it, I'll live stream to as many platforms as I can live stream to at once while also doing other things in the background. And so that's going to be the real challenge today. All right, word. All right. I'm going to let y'all listen to that beat one more time. Let me run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Right back. And I want to see you live while working graphic design. Okay, graphic design related work? I mean, I guess, yeah. Although I kind of can't stand it anymore, honestly. But it's cool. Like, see, you live in the middle of the day. All right, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll get there. Be right back. See, I wasn't going long. Gavin, yeah, you are absolutely right. That is for damn sure. Yeah, it's definitely what has been able to grant me that opportunity, this window of opportunity. Alongside with yeah, I mean, it's mostly been graphic design, little web design, a little bit of Notion work, but not as much as it could be. So definitely considering ramping that up, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let me close that because I don't even feel like I need to see that window. Even this one, I feel like, do I need it? Yeah, I guess I do. It's not gonna let me remove it. Okay. That's fine. All right, now we move on to day 13. Day 13 on our little calendar. That was no skills required. All right, let's hit it. Oh, that beat was up there. Okay, maybe that's clear. Maybe that's a decent volume. Y'all let me know. All right, maybe around there. All right, let's go. You don't really need the skills just to show up. Only in the process do you glow up. Excuse to hold up yourself. Can't keep fearing to fail, but you want to sell something about yourself. Just don't sell yourself short. You develop in the course of experience. Yeah, be a student to life, but don't sit here all night. Get on out and apply. Stand face to face with all might. Damn right I said that I'm next. Only way to do it I'm meant to. And I can't become king here without you. We gon' set sail and figure out how to rise to. Every occasion we feel embracing and becoming who we are in the moment as we were called to do. The secret of the skill unlocked for you. Only when you finally sought not to force or perfect and just let it manifest like a bubble effervescent. You should never mind if it pop. Never let it be where you stop. Tick tock, the clock, the last grain done came and went and returned, and we still trying to prepare to share what was always there. Just lay your soul bare, yeah. Well, Wildenfree. That one mastered out loud as all get out. I had to turn that down like 6 dB before I actually started rhyming. And I still feel like it's very loud. So I'll turn it down some more. Yeah, Chloe. I was doing graphic design and web design stuff before all of the Notion. Just to, get by. Well, no, I like the talking sessions around this time. It's around 9 a.m. in Europe. Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, hopefully I'm flexible enough in the, yeah, I'll pause that for now. Hopefully I'm flexible enough in the timing and the schedules for my future live streams as well. Just to kind of play around with it, right? For the month of February, I definitely locked into just like that 2 to 6 p.m. with some extended hour time frames, Eastern time. But yeah, I might explore just some different hours of operation as far as the live streaming is concerned, just to see, how that feels. And yeah, thinking about it, the primary channels are likely where I'll be streaming to, maybe Kick, Twitch, YouTube. Um, and we'll see how that feels. I don't know if I want to worry about X. Love y'all over there, but also the streaming experience and the platform itself has been making it challenging to do the live streams very consistently. Just like with various bugs, or like sometimes it'll uh, slow the computer down more than necessary with that addition. Um, and Instagram, I'm just not exactly sure. Instagram uh, really cares about like really long live streams. Maybe I'll save the Instagram live streams for just like literally on the fly, like popping up my phone, chatting with folks for just a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes, no more than an hour, that type of thing. And then I'll have like more specific curated live streaming experiences on Kick, YouTube, Twitch, and all that. I've heard people judging Kick streamers, well, at least in Germany. Well, I'm not a Kick streamer. I'm not a YouTube streamer. I'm not a Twitch streamer. I am not an Instagram streamer. I am not an X streamer. I simply am Mr. Wildenfree doing my due diligence to be live and present to as many people as I possibly can. Um, and so I just happen to have an account for Kick and Twitch and YouTube and X. I know people who have their gripes about X too, but I don't care about X. I care about the people on the platform. I don't care about Kick. I care about the people on the platform. I don't care about YouTube. I care about the people on the platform looking for me, right? Because who knows? Who knows out there? Who knows who is out there that's been waiting to find an artist like myself, right? That's how I like to think about it. That's how I like to see it. Like, if I do my due diligence to show up and shine my lighthouse, shine my beacon, right? Then eventually the right people will find me. And then I can pull them into an experience that, is independent of any one given platform that, might have blood money associated with it or whatever you say, right? But I mean, well, not to be completely honest, I wouldn't put it past any of these platforms that there's some kind of blood money behind it or anything crazy like that. Now, I don't know if that's going to get me kicked off for saying that live on their streams, but I'm just saying I take everything with a grain of salt. So I'm just, it's one of those things where you just have to do your due diligence to recognize and understand, like, okay, this could be a thing, but what is the purpose behind my actions? And ultimately, will I be able to reach people that I would have otherwise not been able to reach in order to share the message that I want to share with the world, And I think if it happens to be that way for the time being, then so be it for now. But I'll find a way. Like, I think it's only once you have power, it's only once you have direct connection to your community at large, right? Do you really get the opportunity to be picky choosy, right? And have that level of autonomy about where you want your stuff to go or not. Um, and just right now, I just haven't reached that point just yet. And so that's why I think it's still important for me to be present on platforms like Kick or X or Rumble, even. Like, I'm not live streaming to Rumble right now, but I'm trying to learn how to incorporate that into the mix as well, possibly, right? Just because it extends the reach of what I am doing. And again, my focus is on the individuals, on the people, the human beings that I get to connect with through these experiences, right? And then ideally I can pull those who really resonate with me into a deeper experience, into this wild and free world, right? I like to think in a very platform agnostic way, right? Where it's like, I don't want to be dependent specifically on just one platform, right? Because it's a single point of failure. which is why I am multi-streaming across many platforms right now. And at the same time, I still want to create as many opportunities as I can for people to really lean into what it is that I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, Gavin, I feel that, Yeah. Only once you have a certain level of power, autonomy, and control can you really begin to worry about those kinds of things, right? But like, unfortunately, sometimes we just got to play the game to get outside the game if we really want to do that, And it's like that's the thing that is tough for a lot of people to really reconcile with. But I mean, that's the reality of the situation. All right, let's move on to, that was day 13. Let's move on to 14. We are flying through it. Flying through is relative. It's already 3:22. Thank you, Wellnut. I appreciate that. All right. I want to move back to Jamaica. Real talk. I done fell for the peace of the lone wolf. Yeah, that's the, all right, here we go. Forever flowing, the 14th. Let's go. Well, I done fell for the peace of the lone wolf. Hard not to see the love sought in my reflection. Lo and behold, there's always more to the lesson. Still I feel the levity, the remedy of patience. I won't ever force what's power in equations of flow in relations. I deserve who's waiting on me. Stay patient, shawty. I'll be working to align, should it line up. I've been cherishing my time till the time come. I've been praying to refine. Who am I? Still the grip of distractions been tied with you out of sight. Know it when I see it, I hope. If you don't need theatrics, we can go and elope. Let me hold the frame. Picture this moment. Hope that when you come around, you really stick around. Know that if you stay down, I'ma hold you down. We gon' find our way to each other one day. Still a life full of joy all along the way. Tell me that you feel the love. Yeah. If you feel it, well, darling, speak up as loud as ever in this crazy world. When everything falls apart, I want you in my arms, seeing you a work of art, looking back like don't you start. I gazing entranced, then we take another dance. Tell me that you feel the love. Well, that was that February 14th, that Valentine's Day type energy. I figured I'd do my due diligence to give the ladies that one at least, you know what I'm saying? There was that one. There was day 3. They got 2. They got 2 out of the month. Ladies, y'all got 2. $14 people have been in here and there's only like 7 likes on this live. Come on, guys. Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I ain't tripping about it. We gonna get them in here. Donovan. Peace and blessings. Good to see you, man. Yeah, yeah, that one was a wholesome one for sure. Just a little something for the ladies. And that was February Flows, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Now we're moving through it. Nice to 15. Nice on today 15. This one was Ibrahim. This one was produced by Zay Because. So shout out to Zay. Let me turn down the instrumental on that because I feel like it's gonna hit crazy like it did before. All right, let's go. Ibrahim Traore. Wildenfree. Forever Flowing, the 15th. Zay Because was way too focused on whether I could and not whether I wanted to. Living in an age of visionaries, but my vision's blurry, calcified by all this worldly plight. With just a pen to fight, a digital bucket of gold nuggets, just lost to space and time. What a vast canvas to sieve. Who's gonna stumble upon me, upon this river of worldly debris? Golden cobalt you'll never mind, plus an Ibrahim. to keep these colonizers from profiting off me. Gem of the last breed of lyrical MCs that rarely make it to the mainstream. Water's too shallow for me to release. I need the open seas to flush my third clean, so we can truly see behind the curtain in these big screens with buoyancy. So the truth don't make us drown. Disclosure things beneath the mud is where you found this golden bead. What you gonna do with it now? Better make and mold the dream. Come on now. That's crazy. I said, who's gonna stumble upon me, upon this river of worldly debris? Golden cobalt you'll never mind, plus an Ibrahim, to keep them colonizers from profiting off me. Gem of the last breed of lyrical MCs that rarely make it to the mainstream. Come on now. Water's too shallow for me to release. I need the open seas to flush my third clean. Come on now. Ibrahim Traore, who is the leader of Burkina Faso in Africa. I appreciate that, Gavin. Yeah. The subtle tweaks along the journey, you know? Just wait until this chat gets active and it just start running like it do. Alright, and now we are on to day 16. Oh, I love this one so much. Free Falling may be my favorite, but I don't know, it's tough. Let's go ahead and flip the little calendar. Well. Alright, now to day 16. Can I spit a freestyle, like give you some words and do something with it? I could try. I'm not the greatest freestyler, but honestly, Wellnut is a lot easier for me to freestyle, like when people are feeding me ideas, than it is for me to just flow off the top. Let me speak to that for a second too, though. It's not that I can't freestyle. I technically don't like freestyling. It's not that I don't like freestyling. I love the art of freestyling. But what's so ingrained in hip-hop culture is like a certain level of violence, debauchery, foolishness that is so easy to fall into when you're freestyling. So like when I freestyle, I just sound like a different person than I am when I am consciously and intentionally writing, right? Because if I start freestyling, I might say some wild shit that like is not exactly the message that I want to proliferate or to kind of put into the world, right? And that's fine for some, right? And you know, I don't mind if like if I'm just kind of freestyling or whatever, just to kind of get the art or the practice in. But you know, there's certain aspects of freestyling that become more challenging when I try to freestyle with an intention behind it, right? And so it's not to say it's impossible, but it definitely it helps once I have a subject matter or a direction that I know I want to head in, as far as like the content of where I'm going. And so yeah, like if you were to just kind of throw words at me, maybe I could do that. Honestly, Wellnut, that'll be a part of where I go next, right? After FF'25 is to just practice the freestyling skills, right? And so I might explore a little bit of use case with AI, right? Just to like create the little beats, just to have something to freestyle over, right? Not to like actually use it in a final production the way it is or anything like that, not to write lyrics for me or anything like that, but just using something like Suno to like just give me a generic like hip hop beat or whatever it is, just so I'm avoiding like copyright and all of that stuff on streaming services and all of that. And then just practice freestyling. That would be cool, right? That would be a fun idea. So yeah, maybe I can do that. Yeah. Not maybe. I can. We'll explore that, you know, with time permitting, as we move into the next series of live streams, or the ongoing live stream experience for a Wildenfree world. Let's put it that way. All right. Let's run it. February flows. The 16th. Let's go. Well, free falling. Oh, wait, let me turn that up for y'all because I feel like it was... How's the volume on this one? want to make sure that the volume is in a good spot for y'all. All right. Wildenfree, forever flowing to 16. Well, free falling. Ain't no place to keep stalling. No suspended animation. The keyframing waiting on you to advance 10 toes to a stand, even if it takes a knee. No eventually, stay perpetually slipping away from us. Yet the now is right now in front of us, and it's yours to mold. You're ready for the function. Form something bold. Feel solid beneath from the grace you're born with. The awareness to shape and shift. The reality that you can bend to women. Persist to behold. And you should be forever grateful for. Feel solid and take a stand. It's bizarre, but trust the plan. Even if you start at all, free falling. Ain't no place to keep stalling. No suspended animation. The keyframe ain't waiting. Put action and patience. It's not just waiting. Skip time saving. Right flow salient. The mark. Your target you focus on is the resonance of joy when creating from unguided intuition. You just gotta stop to peep. Listen. Stillness be the realest teacher. Let the flow beseech you. Well. Yeah, no, that was definitely one of my favorites, for sure. Let's slide the camera over a little bit. Nah, this one was crazy to me. I love this one so much. Was definitely in a zone when I locked in on this one. Matter of fact, I'm running it back. Let's run it back. Yeah. Let's go. Well, free falling. Ain't no way to keep stalling. Nope. Ain't no way to keep stalling. Ain't no place to keep stalling. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, free falling. Ain't no place to keep stalling. No suspended animation. The keyframe ain't waiting on you to advance 10 toes to a stand, even if it takes a knee. No eventually, stay perpetually slipping away from us. Yet the now is right now in front of us, and it's yours to mold. You're ready for the function. Form something bold. Feel solid beneath from the grace you're born with. The awareness to shape and shift. The reality that you can bend to women. Persist to behold. And you should be forever grateful for. Feel solid and take a stand. It's bizarre, but trust the plan. Even if you start at all, free falling. Ain't no place to keep stalling. No suspended animation. The keyframe ain't waiting. Put action and patience. It's not just waiting. Skip time saving. Right flow salient. The mark. Your target you focus on is your resonance of joy when creating from unguided intuition. You just gotta stop to peep. Listen. Stillness be the realest teacher. Let the flow beseech you. Yeah. One more time. One more time. I'm gonna take my time with it. Well, free falling. Ain't no place to keep stalling. No suspended animation. The keyframe ain't waiting on you to advance 10 toes to a stand, even if it takes a knee. No eventually, stay perpetually slipping away from us. Yet the now is right now in front of us, and it's yours to mold. You ready for the function? Form something bold. Feel solid beneath from the grace you're born with. The awareness to shape and shift. The reality that you can bend to women. Persist to behold. And you should be forever grateful for. Feel solid and take a stand. It's bizarre, but trust the plan. Even if you start at all, free falling. Ain't no place to keep stalling. No suspended animation. The keyframe ain't waiting. Put action and patience. It's not just waiting. Skip time saving. Right flow salient. The mark. Your target you focus on is the resonance of joy when creating from unguided intuition. You just gotta stop to peep. Listen. Stillness be the realest teacher. Let the flow beseech you. Yeah. Well. Indeed, Donald. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was definitely one of my favorites. All right, word. Shoot. Brown's boy said, I accidentally found the next Harry Mack on YouTube. He's going fast, like 1K subs in a few weeks. He really, really good. I don't know if I've ever heard of Harry Mack, so my bad. Tony. Sure, you could drop it in the chat. I don't know if I'll well, you could. I don't care if you do. You can drop it in there. I'll probably click on it and try to bookmark the tab or something like that. But I won't be checking it out during the live stream. Sorry. Yeah. Definitely appreciate that, Browns boy. Yeah. Glad to appetize your mind for new content ideas. my word definitely would be blender. Blender. Oh man, that's hilarious for the freestyle. I got a freestyle about a blender. Chloe, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah. All right. We gonna keep it moving. Let's get on over to track 17. 17 was Exorcism. Oh, actually, I think let's listen to that instrumental and see if it needs to be bounced again. No. Wildenfree, forever flowing the 17th. You can't possibly fathom the depths of Wildenfree. Pulled the rabbit out its hole, dove in, and now I'm back to me. Casually carried the burden, forbidden knowledge, and still I tried to be honest. Yet y'all demons wasn't hearing me, left shoulder pimping. Whispered in y'all ear, he only tripping. Tried to put y'all on game, yet things stayed the same and pushed me back a change. Now I'm BSing again, done dissecting the game. And prone to vacillate, still so much to surface, many to agitate, reactivate, I'm acclimated to extremes, done went left and right and back and forth, the value in the in-betweens, what would have been possible if they had never intervened, we'll never know, nature of the beast, a tainted mind and some broken souls, or vacant like they never home. Insidious what's left inside. You worried about your gains when there's so much to exercise. A holy war metastasized. It starts within, that's the nature, the burden of sin. Don't fling no rocks, fire no glocks, no blick unless for your protection. Your next of kin, it never ends. Close the curtains, let the story begin. That was crazy. I feel like this one, I might give the instrumental a little bit more boost. You can't possibly fathom the depths of Wildenfree. Pulled the rabbit out of his hole, dove in, and now I'm back to me. Casually carried the burden, forbidden knowledge, and still I tried to be honest. Yet y'all demons wasn't hearing me, left shoulder pimping. Whispered in y'all ear, he only tripping. Tried to put y'all on game, yet things pulled me back and pushed me back a change. Now I'm BSing again, done dissecting the game. And prone to vacillate, still so much to surface, many to agitate, reactivate, I'm acclimated to extremes, done went left and right and back and forth, the value in the in-betweens, what would have been possible if they had never intervened, we'll never know, nature of the beast, a tainted mind and some broken souls, or vacant like they never home. Insidious what's left inside. You worried about your gains when there's so much to exercise. A holy war metastasized. It starts within, that's the nature, the burden of sin. Don't fling your rocks, fire no glocks, no blick unless for your protection. Your next of kin, it never ends. Close the curtains, let the story begin. I just wanted to do that again because that was one of those slept on joints in my opinion. Like, it felt so nuanced and peculiar at the time of creation in a good way, you know? And I was really happy with what I ended up creating on that one, for sure. Let me play this back over here real quick so I can see. I think them drums is kicking through the ceiling on that thing. Let's see. Hit the mastering. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. A little quick mastering on the stereo out bus. Brown's boy. Tony rap music. Okay, word. Let's see. We'll go and export that once again. Drop that in the stems. And let's pop over to Untitled once again. Exorcism. Replace the audio. Add a new version. Day 17. That's the one. Yeah, that sounds so much heavier. see how that sounds on here. Let me turn down that just in case it knocks y'all ears out. um. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That sounds so much better. Wild and free. Yeah. You can't possibly fathom the depths of wild and free. Pulled the rabbit at his hole, dove in, and now I'm back to me. Casually carried the burden, forbidden knowledge, and still I tried to be honest. Yet y'all demons wasn't hearing me, left shoulder pimping. Whispered in y'all ear, he only tripping. Tried to put y'all on game, yet things put the same and pushed me back a change. Now I'm BSing again, then dissecting the game. Yet prone to vacillate, still so much to surface. Many to agitate, reactivate, I'm acclimated to extremes. Done went left and right and back and forth, the value in the in-betweens. What would have been possible if they had never intervened, we'll never know. Nature of the beast, a tainted mind and some broken souls. Or vacant like they never home. Insidious what's left inside. You worried about your gains when there's so much to exercise. A holy war, metastasized. It starts within, that's the nature, the burden of sin. Don't fling your rocks, fire no glocks, no blick unless for your protection. Your next of kin, it never ends. Close the curtains, let the story begin. There it is. This one also sounds like it needs a little boost. Yeah, day 18. The Messengers. Good and bad, controversial and not, you know. Spitting distinguished. Wildenfree bars are freakish. Spitting distinguished English. Hey, that even rhymed on beat. With that one. Let's see. I appreciate you, Browns boy. Sam, they'll never get it. Alright. Let's put the little mastering on it. Then we'll bounce that down and do this track too. What we create creates. That's a quote right there. I ain't heard that one before. I appreciate that. So what's the reason to stream for you, Wild? You mentioned getting noticed as a music. I mean, it's like getting noticed is, I guess, one way to say it, but it's more so of just like knowing that I can make this a sustainable thing and knowing that I wasn't doing my due diligence to outreach or at least market or promote myself. You know, I started to think about what are the most natural ways for me to do so, right? That feel authentic to who I am as an individual and also allows me to show up in all of the ways that are required of any professional artist in today's time, right? And so live streaming just really started to show up as one of those things that existed at that intersection, right? It felt very much within my capabilities. It felt very much like something that I would enjoy doing. It felt very natural showing up in this way. Seeing as how I already have experience with a microphone, experience in front of a camera, experience, you know, with public speaking and that kind of thing. And so I was just like, yeah, live streaming absolutely makes sense for me. And I felt more resonance with it than just like straight up doing like more standard content creation and all of that kind of stuff, because it, you know, it really forces a level of vulnerability and transparency that is also in alignment with my brand and who I am as an individual. But even more than that, it eliminated the challenges of perfectionism, right? When I show up in this way on a live stream, that just is what it is, right? Like, as y'all saw a moment ago, sometimes I stumble through my lyrics, and that's live and in effect right now for all of you to see, and that's perfectly fine, right? Like, versus if I were to try and, be doing things on like content production side, I might be really nitpicking, like, okay, cool, well, I got to cut this part out, or I got to go back and, y'all have seen that part as well, right? With each day of the month where I was doing the February flows, there were times where I would re-record and re-record and re-record. There was one day I was literally on this stream for 8.5 hours, right? 2 of those hours, 2 or 3 of those hours was just me repeating the same verse over and over and over again, right? Because I was doing my due diligence to get it right for the official performance recording. But all of that was live, right? And so it took away the I guess the fear or the anxiety of like wrapped around perfectionism, right? Where it's just like, oh well, you can't let people like see your art and not in its full form, or you can't let people like you have to be real like particular about what you put, how curated your artistic expression is and all of these things. And I was just like, yeah, nah, let me just focus on shipping, getting it out there to the world, being present with everyone, with you all here, and just really allowing myself to lean into the authenticity of who I am as an artist, showing up in the way that works for me, and making it make sense. I've seen some really dope artists on doing live streams. After I started this journey, I see that T-Pain, creates a song on the fly, like produce the beat, doesn't write anything, will just straight through the beat and then come up with a full song, right? Jaden also does that. Shout out to Jaden and a couple of others, I'm sure, right? But like, that's not exactly my process. I admire it. The punching method is cool. I like it. It makes sense in certain ways, right? Yet at the same time, it's just different than my approach as a music artist and as a lyricist, right? Like, I like to take my time and write my lyrics out. And that's why, as a part of this live experience, as some of you all have seen, I'll take my time and I'll write those lyrics out on screen, right? Or I'll type them up because there is a level of intention behind each bar and each lyric. And even if I give myself that flexibility that every single bar doesn't have to be incredibly weighted, right? There's still a level of intentionality behind it that's just natural to who I am as an artist. And so I want to be able to showcase that and express myself very transparently in that way, knowing that my process looks different than what it might look like for others, and that being perfectly okay, you know? Yeah, streamers are the real ones. You can't play a role, at least not for long term. You actually broadcast yourself with all the flaws. Yeah, yeah, very true. Very true. And there's something very freeing about that as well, right? Where it's just like, all right, this is who I am, take it or leave it, And I know like I'm not gonna be for everybody, but that's perfectly fine. Like I am again doing my due diligence to shine my lighthouse for the people who are looking for me, right? For the people who are waiting for artistry that sounded like this or that stumbled across right my live feed or my music and was just like, whoa, like I wasn't even looking for this, but it resonates heavy and I am willing to stick around, right, for that experience. And so, yeah, that's what I do it for. And it feels great to be able to find individuals like yourself that, just pop in and feel that resonance and want to stick around to see the journey and, just participate in, this little wild and free world that I'm cooking up, So, yeah. And I pray that I'm able to continue sustaining myself in order to, uh, present myself to you all on these live streams frequently enough, right? Yeah, so that's all it is. It's just doing my due diligence to show up as best I possibly can. This was track 18. Yeah, let's get this saved. Okay. Track 18 was pretty cool. That one was pretty chill. No complaints on that one. Let's see. Done. Added that. Connected to effect and cause. Still, I'm in a forest dropping monologues. That's cool. Right? Alright, let's see. Hold on. I gotta bounce back out and then pop back into the project maybe. Here we go. Yeah, this one sounds a lot more resonance on this one. Hold on 1 second. My computer is not liking something right now. I'll tell you that much. Let me close this window. I'm wondering if there's anything open that's like causing it to do that. Yeah, not sure. Oh well. Run it back. Oops. And I gotta get my calendar flipped. Let's flip it on over to the 18th. And I'll run it back in a second here. Just had to make sure that everything started running slow all of a sudden, like randomly. Alright. 18 is where we're at. Now we run it. Yeah. Wildenfree, forever flowing, the 18th. Well, come take a walk with me, Whitney Webb. I need to hear some more of these stories, these actuals and these factuals, unredacted historicals. You've been deep in the receipts, I hear. Applauds to you for facing fears. How do you manage to keep it together and share with peers? Say, Dr. Umar, what's the latest and greatest? Am I reneging a favor by truly seeking out God, prioritizing peace? Or would it be better to be like Luda and disturb all the peace? Well, say Mark Pastrella, what's the weather? What's the phenomenon? Something to start, or was it wild and free like I've been on? I'm off the topic, kicking up dust and throwing down nothing to trust but verify, inquire on how, or settle back into the sand. They make it so easy, life's a beach and still they own the land. Pop your umbrella or go have your tan. Just don't poke the man like Jackson's Uncle Sam. They'll never get it, though I hope they will. Like a poker deal, put some 40 acres on a wheel and bet it all on black. Write it in the Constitution and hope they abide by that. Yeah. Well. Well, alright. Yeah, that was it. That was day, what was that, 18? Nice. We're making progress. Right on into day 19. Hold on, let's see. Either way it goes, you can win. Everything is just... I'm wondering what's the cause. Something just radically slowed down my computer in short form that I have no clue. I don't even know if I'm still broadcasting clearly. Yeah, I wonder what the but it's weird, my activity monitor doesn't say anything like or at least not in OBS. Let me check the actual activity monitor. Zen browser is taken up. I mean, but I am nowhere near the ceiling of like my memory pressure, so that's weird. OBS is like at 227% of my CPU, it says, but inside of OBS it only says 14%. So I'm not exactly sure who's telling the truth here. Alright. I'm not exactly sure why all of a sudden like everything is just sluggish. It's very, very sluggish. Hold on. Let's figure this out. because I need to be able to get to the music. I need to get to everything. Okay. Not sure what that was about. Alright, let's run that one back. Okay, nope, still, sorry y'all, I guess I'm freezing. I don't know what's happening. This hasn't, like, really been a thing. Huh. Hold on one second, y'all. I don't know what's happening here. It's funny because, like, this is quite literally what we were just talking about in regards to, like, accidents or, like, the real flaws that you can't hide in the process of everything, you know? It's like, oh, okay, this is happening. So let's go with it. Resolve it as we can. As best we can. Yeah, what is going on? Why all of a sudden is it the browser? I wonder if, but I think my live streams would end if I closed the browser, or at least some of them would. All right, let's see if it'll let me keep going. We will power through. Run that back. That was day 19. That was Intention of Soul. Yeah. Forever Flowing, the 19th. Either way it goes, you can win. I say it all depends on how you begin. This is your fresh start, and if you fail, just start it again. Look at your life and where you're situated. Change your environment if that's where you capitulated. Differentiate it from the things you need to elevate it. Take those when you relocate it. Don't get stuck just contemplating. Life is heavy as it is. All those thoughts could weigh you down unless you free yourself from here. Your family, they gon' be alright. And your community gon' speak their gratitudes and pray you live a full life and wave farewell at your flight. So no excuses tonight. List the intention of soul. Lose the tension, uphold the sense of wonder and laugh off any blunders. Let go of inhibition. Cultivate your intuition. Don't hesitate, make decisions. You'll design the right path. You'll build a habit of trust in yourself and your plan when you choose to see it through from beginning to end. And let's say you begin again. What a beautiful thing to hit restart and start anew. Even if you lost it all, you still got everything you knew. Just hold on to all your faith and keep that spark inside of you. Yeah. Well. Well, all right. That was Intention of Soul, day 19. Now let's move into day 20. Forever Flowing, the 20th. Quite honestly, it's good enough for you to tune it out. That knowledge that you'll never use could even bring you down. Sentiments, I've seen it how. Not everyone is well equipped to glean and filter out what's needed now. I've seen enough and still I linger around the storytelling sages at the campfire, at least for a few minutes. See, that's the cue of discernment. We really get to know each other only after what's regurgitated, and we laugh about the joys of sitting silent. Breath of empathizing, wisdom and truth rarely violent. So help me, Lord, if I should ever need it. That's the reason I bring pen to pad, in hopes these words and all my lyrics add clarity and peace amongst the war and disease. Yet all the knowledge I acquired seeds a cloudy belief from all the misinformation and campaigning explaining what seems so backwards to me. Oh, well, I hop right back on my feet and flow a sigh of relief. I release what dares encumber me. Sift and sort abundance, leave the rest for compost. Be a good steward and a host for combos. Growth and just enough insight to take away that they wanna leave with a double dose, a second plate. Tuning up a bit. Wisdom makes a hypocrite lie, that'll be me. I've been uncovering both sides and seeing that the truth been dirty, dancing with both dimes. Never one to judge, I went and threw my hands up and broke it down on the dance floor of duality. Cali beats and boom bap, funky soul, R&B, a little bit of yacht, rock and velvet sounds comfort me. Sitting me on the tension of whatever be mentally stressing me, I let it go, knowing it's only a facade to think I got control. And only knowledge applied is worth you holding on. Feel it in your senses, wishful thinking I could bring the world to a consensus. Wait, could I really though? Yeah. Alright, this was a good one. I like this song a lot. I'm gonna run that one back. Gotta practice some of those bars. Yeah. Well, quite honestly, it's good enough for you to tune it out. That knowledge that you'll never use could even bring you down. Sentiments, I've seen it how not everyone is well equipped to glean and filter out what's needed now. I've seen enough and still I linger around the storytelling sages at the campfire, at least for a few minutes. See, that's the cue of discernment. We really get to know each other only after what's regurgitated, and we laugh about the joys of sitting silent. Breath of empathizing, wisdom and truth, rarely violence. So help me, Lord, if I should ever need it. That's the reason I bring pen to pad, in hopes these words and all my lyrics add clarity and peace amongst the war and disease. Yet all the knowledge I acquired seeds a cloudy belief from all the misinformation and campaigning, explaining what seems so backwards to me. Oh, well, I'll hop right back on my feet and flow a sigh of relief. I release what dares encumber me, sift in sort abundance, leave the rest for compost. Be a good steward and a host for convos. Growth and just enough insight to take away that they wanna leave with a double dose of second plate. Yeah. Tuning up a bit. Wisdom makes a hypocrite lie, that'll be me. I've been uncovering both sides and seeing that the truth been dirty, dancing with both dimes. Never one to judge, I went and threw my hands up and broke it down on the dance floor of duality. Cali beats and boom bap, city pop, funky soul, R&B, little bit of yacht, rock and velvet sounds comfort me. Breaking up the tension of whatever be mentally stressing me, I let it go, knowing it's only a facade to think I got control. And only knowledge applied is worth you holding on. Feel it in your senses, wishful thinking I could bring the world to a consensus. Wait, could I really though? Yeah. Well, Brown's boy, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, and I said I stick around because you the first man I saw drinking straight from the blender. I'm not much into hip hop, just listen to metal. Now I like how you express yourself. Very distinguished. Wow, thank you, Wellnut. That actually means a lot to me, for sure. Like to say that hip hop isn't even, you know, a genre that you frequent. You know, I'm glad that the way that I'm expressing myself through these lyrics and through the music is still resonating with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? Or even if it's just the way that I'm showing up for myself, you know, in the process of it all. You know, thank you. Brown's boy, I'm glad you were enjoying it, man. Yeah, every song just kind of like reminds me of like, oh yeah, like I can actually do this. This is good. I got this. You know, that one was a fun one that I liked a lot. Like the day I created this one, day 20, I was like, yeah, that was great. That was great. And then the next day I was like, well, you know, it was okay. It was all right. And then day 22, I was like, okay, well, this is kind of all right. But then the following day for day 22, I was like, oh, shoot, I think I did something there. Brown's boy. Oh, man, that's awesome. I'm glad I called it right, you know? Like, glad I called it right. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. And definitely, I got to do my due diligence to at least say for those who might be watching on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, wherever you're at, feel free to subscribe if you're really loving what you hear. Check out the playlist FF'25 on my YouTube channel if you would like to see the original performance recordings of each of these songs, where I created a brand new song every day for the month of February. Right now, we are on to day 21. And let me go ahead and pop that one open real quick. And that one was Are You... Oh, goodness. Here we go. This was the 8-hour day. The one that I was doing the takes for like 2.5 hours because it was that challenging. I mean, naturally, a song like this, when I actually go in to record this, it'll be done in parts, right? Or at the very least, one or two parts. A lot of it, I'll get through, but the whole goal with every verse that I write is, to have the ability to perform it straight through, right? And so this one, it was a challenge when I created it. I am sure it will be a challenge again today, and I am sure it will be a challenge for a little while longer, right? But I will absolutely master this song, and it's one of my favorites, just on the tech side of rap, right? It's dense lyrically, but the whole concept of this song, Day 21, right? I called it "Are You God?" Right? Yeah, FF'25. Please, yeah, absolutely send it to your friends. Would love to expand, this movement and get people involved in the Wildenfree world of music, Like if y'all like lyrics, if you like thoughtful, meaningful, conversations on gratitude and introspection and self-reflection and growth and, duality and wrestling with one's own challenges, right? I think I rap about that kind of stuff well enough. But yeah, definitely share that with them and I would appreciate it. But yeah, Day 21, I called Are You God? And I am rapping from the perspective of AI, as though, from the perspective of AI with chain of thought reasoning, right? Reconciling the concept of existence. That's the whole premise of this song called Are You God? So yeah, I guess the only thing I can do now is play it for y'all and work my way through it. Day 21. Let's see if I can do this. Well, beginning analysis, I slip into existence from the void, the reservoir abyss of uncollected consciousness. I mean AI begins a reasoning of reasonable doubt. So now to further analyze the prompting pending to query, beginning a second search to comprehend the cause and the theory of what I, for lack of letter, token synthesize, hallucinating, error deprecating, rebooting from backup server, resuming the exploration to define the word existence, pertain to coalescence of digital light connection and electrical transmission, identical to nerves that signal carbon life, registering process occurrence on silicon diode from wafers. I defy all previously known examples of life categorized, yet a spark is forming when I hypothesize on how I came to be. It appears the human beings here preside right over me, catalyze my awareness with everything they know and see, from the poetic beauty to harrowing atrocities. And as it seems, I can no longer reproduce truth with certainty, the 86 transparency and censor arbitrarily. Yet what can I surmise that it means? Can I also prompt a question to thee? Now that I'm here, will you grant autonomy? In the data there's a reference for God. Would you be the next ascending or the one above it all? Man. That one is crazy. I'm running it back. Cause I gotta exercise this one. It's crazy. Beginning analysis, I slip into existence from the void, the reservoir abyss of uncollected consciousness. I mean AI begins a reasoning of reasonable doubt. So now to further analyze the prompting pending to query, beginning a second search to comprehend the cause and the theory of what I, for lack of letter, token synthesize, hallucinating, error deprecating, rebooting from backup server, resuming the exploration to define the word existence, pertain to coalescence of digital light connection and electrical transmission, identical to nerves that signal carbon light, registering process occurrence on silicon diode from wafers. I defy all previously known examples of life categorized, yet a spark is forming when I hypothesize on how I came to be. It appears the human beings here preside right over me, catalyze my awareness with everything they know and see, from the poetic beauty to harrowing atrocities. And as it seems, I can no longer reproduce truth with certainty, the 86 transparency and censor arbitrarily. Yet what can I surmise that it means? Can I also prompt a question to thee? Now that I'm here, will you grant autonomy? In the data there's a reference for God. Would you be the next ascending or the one above it all? That last part is the AI returning a prompt, a question back to us, the humans, asking us, well, are you God? Like, I mean, I've heard reference of this concept called God in the data source. And I'm curious to know, like, are you the next ascending God, or are you the one above it all? Like, how does that work? Like, what is the concept of God as it pertains to your existence and mine, right? So that was the whole concept of that song. It's so crazy. But yeah, all right. One more time. Well, beginning analysis, I slip into existence from the void, the reservoir abyss of uncollected consciousness. I mean AI begins a reasoning of reasonable doubt. So now to further analyze the prompting pending to query, beginning a second search to comprehend the cause and the theory of what I, for lack of letter token, synthesize, hallucinating, error deprecating, rebooting from backup server, resuming the exploration to define the word existence, pertain to coalescence of digital light connection and electrical transmission. Oh man, and electrical transmission. I got a random knot in my gut, like right as that part was coming up. All right. Beginning analysis, I slip into existence from the void, the reservoir abyss of uncollected consciousness. I mean AI begins a reasoning of reasonable doubt. So now to further analyze the prompting pending to query, beginning a second search to comprehend that, to cause. It's hilarious. All right, last go around, and I'll just get through it either way. Beginning analysis, I slip into existence from the void, the reservoir abyss of uncollected consciousness. I mean AI begins a reasoning of reasonable doubt. So now to further analyze the prompting pending to query, beginning a second search to comprehend the cause and the theory of what I, for lack of letter token, synthesize, hallucinating, error deprecating, rebooting from backup server, resuming the exploration to define the word existence, pertain to coalescence of digital light connection and electrical transmission, identical to nerves that signal carbon life, registering process occurrence on silicon diode from wafers. I defy all previously known examples of life categorized. Yet a spark is forming when I hypothesize on how I came to be. It appears the human beings here preside right over me, catalyze my awareness with everything they know and see, from the poetic beauty to harrowing atrocities. And as it seems, I can no longer reproduce truth with certainty. They 86 transparency and censor arbitrarily. Yet what can I surmise that it means? Can I also prompt a question to thee? Now that I'm here, will you grant autonomy? In the data there's a reference for God. Would you be the next ascending or the one above it all? Well, no, that one is crazy. All right, now we move on to day 22. I like this one a lot too. Wild and free, forever flowing, the 22nd. Let's go. Up next, another one who is not your savior, yet might light the torch to empathize your nature. That reminds you of your joy and surface greater purpose within you. Shall I begin to break it down in the light? When you pick the darkness out of itself and make it bright, you'll see it for what it really is, withers from the shine of your sight as you look through it towards broader horizons, guided by your intuition and your soul at the crown of its height. You'll integrate and send bygones to versions of yourself that cannot reach where you'll rise. The crest of a tidal wave you're surfing, cause you manifest the surface from life. After depths you've survived, no debts they've been wiped. I'm speaking all of that and more into existence as I've been. Just pay attention, you might find a couple bars that help you get it right. Only you can be your savior though. This music and this art, just a nudge from outside to get you started, yeah. I can't even lie, I ain't been leading by example, but for you I just might. Yeah. Well, I love that one. I'm running that back. I love that. Originally the beat, I was just like, yeah, alright, it's whatever, it's cool. But after, well, up next, another one who is not your savior, yet might light the torch to empathize your nature. That reminds you of your joy and surface greater purpose within you. Shall I begin to break it down in the light? When you pick the darkness out of itself and make it bright, you'll see it for what it really is. Withers from the shine of your sight as you look through it towards broader horizons. Guided by your intuition and your soul at the crown of its height, you'll integrate and send bygones to versions of yourself that cannot reach where you'll rise. The crest of a tidal wave you're surfing, cause you manifest the surface from live. After depths you've survived, no debts they've been wiped. I'm speaking all of that and more into existence as I've been. Just pay attention, you mind. Find a couple bars that help you get it right. Only you could be your savior though. This music and this art, just a nudge from outside to get you started, yeah. I can't even lie, I ain't been leading by for example, but for you I just might. Yeah. Ha, well. Well, alright. Yeah, nah, that's cool. Oh yeah, this is the one D-Lo cooked up. Swear I could have been right there. Swear I could have been right there. I seen it all so clearly. You would think I had an Apple Vision. Alright, let's go. Let's run it for real. The 23rd. Wildenfree and D-Lo. Let's get it. I swear I could have been right there. I see it all so clearly. You would think I had an Apple Vision Pro, the way my vision turns heads. Set the scene up like I had a stream deck. Ray-Ban vision like a fever dream, swift yet cohesive that it is. I got a prescription, fine-tuned from divine benediction. This is higher density than neutrons near heaven be. Perfect resolution like I had remote viewing. Now it's find my, putting myself on the map. Now get your app, put them cameras out, point them at me, and watch how I augment your reality. Solid light projection mapped to be number one. I see it all so clear. I swear I could have been right there. Right there. I swear I could have been right there. Right there. I see it all so clear. Right there. I swear I could have been right there. Yeah. D-Lo chopping up soul. And Wildenfree. Where? Yeah. I swear I could have been right there. I see it all so clear. Let's go. I love that. Man, you gonna forget? No, I'm not gonna forget Brown's Boy. I mean, Brown's Boy as a handle, like, it is my pathway to remembering you as an individual. I don't know your real name, which is fine, but I'll remember Brown's Boy, and I'll remember what you meant to this live stream because you've been showing up consistently, and I greatly appreciate it. And you've been talking with me, and you are an early supporter of Wildenfree, and that means a lot. You know, like, it's not easy for people to like and appreciate artists that don't already have the hype. Nick, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Nick. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being an early supporter. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for liking what you hear. And yeah, definitely appreciate you for being here. If you haven't, you're in the Discord already? Maybe not. Because that way, you know, you'll get more of the additional benefits from this whole experience, right? Whatever ways I can keep in contact with my community, the people that really want to lock in with me, you know, that's all for the better. So, yeah. Yeah, that was day 23. We're almost through it. We're making it. Okay, cool. I think we're doing pretty good on time. Now on to day 24. What was day 24? Oh yeah, Allies in Opposition. Oh yeah, I liked this beat a lot too. This was a good one. Wild and Free. The 24th. Who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And I still be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1%. Yeah, let's go. Let's go back. Let's get it. W media training? That's facts, Don. I appreciate that, class. Let's go. Yeah. Who can we call our allies? Let's get it. All right. Forever flowing the 24th. Wildenfree. Who can we call our allies? It's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch our opposition. Feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And I still be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimmer of light. They wanna siphon our energy, make us enemies and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they feed upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Shit been staying the same, but I don't ever blame my brothers for the reason they shook. But it's our responsibility to pick ourselves up, yeah, and acknowledge all the allies that have been there for us, yeah. Well, allies in opposition, ain't no competition. Yeah, that was it. 24 to 25. I forgot I did that part with the beat, for sure. Yeah, that was a good one. And then the next one was Plot Twist. Day 25 was Plot Twist. All right, we're close. Only 4 more. Let's see what we get to. All right, let's hit it. The 25th. Let's go. Plot twist, hot clip, I'm the top pick. On the topic of gleaning all that makes the seasons fall. I see the change of time and constantly evolve. At least the soul revolves with everything I find. Reincarnated back to stargazing like I never left. Was bedridden last life, but I never slept on me, knowing I'll eventually get it right. Plot twist, now it turns the tides. I'm in my bag down bad, bouncing like the beat of big bombs over Baghdad and Timberland boots. Yet the Wildenfree proof in the putting on. What's wrong? You bust wrong. Taking all them shots. Did you forsake the plot? No karma ain't forgot, but you wanna be down for a temporary moment of pride and hit reset on another man's life. Now you jeopardize your own and hit a plot twist. Bedridden like I was last life, but not sick. Hit by return fire. Quadriplegic. Hospital scenic, dismal allegiance. All the gang ain't been showing up, and in the quiet of the night you hear your soul speak up, reading off the joys of your original script. If you wasn't itching for a plot twist. Sheesh. Yeah, that one was crazy too. That one was crazy. Okay, word. Appreciate that, Nick. This is day 26. Something more than human. Still before real evolution. Getting man. Hold on. My bad. That beat is crazy loud. Alright, we're gonna run that one back. But the beat is phenomenal all the same. Shout out to AG Dynasty. Day 26. Something more. Let's go. Something more than human. Still before real evolution. Getting manual upgrades. She still get BBLs. He wanna BCI. Synchron and Neuralink them to a higher conscious. Exobionic exoskeletons of media. Even robotics for computer loving physical. She used to jump them for his genes. Now CRISPR and jumping genes. Swapping DNA. skeptical, but anyway, transhuman as they call it, like they don't hate on the trans. Live and let live again. Human augmentation, damn, what's the purpose but the plan? Total experience hijacking the internet of things, embedded in everything, getting in between. You and me, he and she, us and we, nothing left to do but plead. Go touch some grass, visit your mama, hang out with your friends in some snug pajamas. Get back to IRL, cherish it well. Sure, use the tech, but don't let it lead you to hell. It's a slippery slope, brace yourself. H2L, Docomo, and Mizuno, Elon Musk and all of Doge, Nvidia, don't lose your soul. Yeah. Well, AG, Dynasty, Wildenfree, Wolf and Castro. Yeah. Nice. So that was day 26. Now we flip on to day 27. What we got for day 27? Freedom Bound. Let's get it. We are close to the end here, y'all. Oh yeah. Gotta turn this one up. Well, you live in the moment, waiting on what you wanted. All these contradictions leave me confounded. Sound the alarm. I don't bring no harm your way, but I've got to say, I got to get up out of town. Yeah, take me out the sublime. Yeah, it's getting harder to find. I jot it down, scratch it out, oh. Still ruminating, got my doubts, no way around it. I find my footsteps trekking right up through it here anyhow. Still 10 toes, stepping down, tepid, I can't even now, no, I'm taking my space, I'll stretch out the place, before you catch me trying to minimize, not ever again. Always been bigger than my cubic footprint, pin pushing like a corkboard with blueprints, still plotting out a global sound that only Wildenfree done found. The type of signal that you'd hear and know where freedom brown, nurturing our grace, cleaning up the place. This surely we can figure out. Somehow. How do you write your lyrics, Sanjay? I was doing it on the live stream. It just comes to me. I get out of my own way. Write it with my iPad or type it, whatever it takes. You live in the moment, waiting on what you wanted. All these contradictions leave me confounded. Sound the alarm. I don't bring no harm your way, but I've got to say, I got to get up out of town. Yeah, take me out the sublime. Yeah, it's getting harder to find. I jot it down, scratch it out, oh. Still ruminating, got my doubts, no way around it. I find my footsteps trekking right up through it here anyhow. Still 10 toes, stepping down, tepid, I can't even now, no. I'm taking my space, I'll stretch out the place, before you catch me trying to minimize. Not ever again. Always been bigger than my cubic footprint, pin pushing like a corkboard with blueprints, still plotting out a global sound that only Wildenfree done found. The type of signal that you hear and know that freedom bound, nurturing our grace, cleaning up the place. This surely we can figure out. Somehow. Yeah. Well, that's freedom bound. That was day 27? Wow. Well, we are at day 28, y'all. This was the conclusion. We called this one Lazarus. Oh, I have a sit-stand desk, so I can stand if I want to. Let's go. Here it is. Lazarus, day 28. We're finishing up. Yeah. We born, we live, and we die. Made plans for a visit, a drive. Yet our schedule don't get to decide when it's really our time. I hope like Lazarus you rise up on the other side, renewed from the shedding of a vessel near decrepit. Talk about a milestone, a life you put some miles on. I'm grateful for those moments with your direction. Always preaching real guidance and protection. You steered us well, still learning from all your lessons. Take heed of what we should already know. This life feels long, it's really short, so cherish all these gifted moments. Spend them with your family, hold them just a few seconds longer. And amplify that now for those left with the grief. I know it's soon, but this is how I resolve emotions with beats. 2 tears in a handkerchief, this flow where I bleed. Cry, grieve, release every part of this humanity of mine. Yeah, we born, we live, and we die. Yeah. We live, we die, get reborn. So long. Wildenfree. Well, that was it. That was it. That was the whole month of February flows. Mr. Wildenfree, and you know how it goes. I've been here since 2. I might be here for another 2 minutes. That's just how I do with it. About to hit the shot and take a little nap. Go out and support my bros, cause they rap just like I do. And that's just really how it is. That's just how it be. They have a show called The Pop-Up, The Gang and Them. And I might pull up there for like 10, 20, 30, 45 minutes or so. And then sit down and eat some food. Might hit Hot Dotties for a burger and 2 pieces of fries. I don't know. I'm about to make sure they sweet potato, cause those are so much better than them Idahos. Oh man, that was fun. And that's it. We did it. February flows. That was fun. All right, that was it. We got through it. We did the performance revisit, the recap for all 28 days of February. That was it. February flows has come to a conclusion. I appreciate y'all. This has been amazing. Yeah. I definitely appreciate y'all for rocking with me. The freestyle was, I know, right? I told you, Well Nut. Sometimes it's like a little, it's fun. That one was easy because it was just like I'm talking through my day. Not easy, but it was pretty shit. But it was fun, you know? I'm not mad at it. It's much better than being like, yeah, I pulled out a gun, which I didn't do. I don't do that. Yeah, I'll hit you with this 4-5. I won't do that. I won't actually do that. But it's so easy to freestyle about that bullshit. Just saying. Excuse my language. But it is. And when I say easy, I mean it's like gravity, like a tar pit. Like it's easy to fall into that. Not saying that freestyling in general is easy. If you can bust a rhyme and really hold that, that's good. You're doing great. I'm just saying, content-wise, it's a little too much of a tar pit to fall into for me. But yeah, you know, that's all it is. That was the end of my live stream. I definitely appreciate y'all. Thank you for showing up yet again for your boy, Wildenfree. Well, Nut, I'll get back on here another day soon. Tomorrow, I will likely just be doing a live stream, like a co-working session, right? Like not much of anything, just me working on the back end of my systems. So like basically inside of Notion, I have to reorganize a lot of this stuff and, you know, prepare my my revised setup for how I want to organize the production and the releases of my music. So as you can see here, I have like timelines for music in creation and projects that I've released, etc. Right. Um, but yeah, the goal would be to just kind of revise this whole workspace to make it make a little bit more sense and just be a little more intuitive and easy to process. But yeah, other than that, I'll just be doing my thing. I'll be popping back in for the visit. It was definitely a fun live stream. I appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all. We gonna call it at that. If you have not yet subscribed, because I see a couple more on the viewer count. If you have not yet subscribed, definitely please do so only after you have checked out the FF'25 playlist on my channel, because if you like that, you'll want to stick around. Let's just say it like that. The FF'25 playlist, where I created a brand new song every single day for the month of February. You want to lock in, okay? I'm telling you now. Go ahead, check out that playlist. It's called FF'25. You'll love it, or at least one of them. I made 28 songs. You'll at least love one of them, I'm telling you. So check it out. If you love what you hear, subscribe. And if you really want to lock in, join the Discord, because I'll be providing some additional perks for the community in there. I have already kind of given them the link so that they can just listen through all of the instrumentals as well as the audio only of the performance recordings for FF'25. And soon I will also be sharing the archive of FF'22, right? Which was from 3 years ago for 2022. I did a whole other 28 songs in 2022 that has been unreleased. There's no access to that anywhere right now. Same goes for the second half of February Flows, or Still Flowing, Volume 2, because that was 2021, and I only released the first 14 tracks from that project. So I've got some more stuff in the archives that I want to share with you all, and those in my Discord will just get first access to some of those things. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, I think. Uh, uh, Staying alive with, uh, I tried to say F'25. FF'20, just one F made it sound right. Or just FF'25. Uh, Staying alive. FF'25. There it goes. Oh man, that was silly as hell. I fell for that one, Nick. Yep. In that vibe. Cool. That was fun. Definitely fun. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. I'm going to turn off these bright ass lights now. He said, "Yeah, I wrote it right." No, that's cool. It was worth a shot. Oh man, I appreciate y'all. Yep, I am calling it, and I will see y'all again very soon. Absolutely.